Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while.
Hello everyone and welcome to the January budget with me or money routine. I can't decide on what I'm going to call it because I'm not going to do the budget as I've done in the past. I'm not even going to break up the cash stuffing, the budget, the monthly overview, the check-in. It's all going to fall under a money routine or a budget with me. So maybe I'll use both. Now, I do want to show you some clips that I have from the end of December because our system at work has switched and my paydays have altered. I have to now rearrange how I pay things because it wasn't until the end of December when I realized, ooh, the flow that I got into in 2024, I can't even do that right now because they have switched it up on me. So here's the footage from the end of December, and that is what carries us into the first paycheck of January. And then we'll talk about how this is going to be my new routine. All right, this is not something new. I've done the savings challenge like this before, but this is an obnoxiously large printout. I have to do the dimensions over, but this is my sloppy copy. Bear with me. I need to go ahead and add the numbers on the side because I thought I already put them here. So we're just gonna do this for now until I recreate it. And every month I'll pull 2. Does that mean it should be that one? Okay. G58. Really? Okay. All right. Okay. Are you sure? And then down here, I'm just going to put like check 1. $16. So when I get it done correctly, it will look a lot cleaner than this. I'll have enough space for each of the months. You can see that I was doing a lot. But there we have it. I still have my old copy here. I'm revamping this too, but again, I really wanted to get the ball rolling. So you'll see a cleaner version when we do an update for the month. But for now, I just love what I did here and I need to update it. I'm just using the bottom part for now. I think I need to get some rolls because it's getting a little bit ridiculous up here, honestly. I haven't used this in so long, so if it's dusty, I'm sorry. And let me tell you how bad it is. I'm out of Teller sticky notes, so I made my own. Just please. Please.
When the machine going down, bit it. When the machine.
We know chins to the left, chins to the left. I think all of those are to the left. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not counting it again. So the number is what the number is. Okay, here we are. Now the first thing we need to address are the groceries. I did go grocery shopping this morning. So I already spent $54.07 and I'm just going to put the remainder in here, but I'm rounding it to $61 because I feel like that's only right. And it's really gonna be $1 from the change, which I already have change in my wallet. So 60 in cash will be here and that'll be about it. Back here, I already have $7, I think, but I'm not counting that towards anything right now. So we're gonna act like it's not even there. I feel like I haven't done this in ages. I haven't. All right, so we're gonna put $15 in here. And BMF is blow money fast. This is if I all of a sudden wanna buy 10 books or some random item from wherever. Car, I have a major repair. Not major, but I have a part that I already paid for, but the labor I'm preparing to give my money to. So that was 60. Then we have groceries getting another 60. And I'm keeping the receipts in here because I want to see how much I'm spending on groceries throughout the month, just to have an idea of what it should be already. Holidays is probably gonna get 25. And the first holiday coming up, not really a holiday, to me it is, but it's my mom's birthday, so I get her flowers. And since her birthday is during the week, I'm sending it to her job. So I'm just putting money aside to start that. What's next? And then after my mom's birthday, then I'll be planning for my niece's second birthday. Let's see what's next. I should be going in order actually, but I was looking at this and this is kind of out of order. Home, I don't have anything that I'm putting in home right now. Medical, I do want to put $10. I need to get a cleaning, and that is approximately a pretty penny. Don't quote me, I don't remember where the paper is anyway. Personal, I don't really need anything right now. I have been living off of a lot of couponing that I've done in the summer. Anywhere from my hair care products, laundry detergent, deodorant, body wash, paper towels, toilet paper, feminine products. I don't really need a lot of personal items. I got all of that during couponing. Debt. Unfortunately, we're putting in 24 for now. There's a method to my madness. I have to change that. I have to change a lot of this, but am I out of 20s? That's okay. And for the debt payment, because I believe interest accrues quite often, I'm going to be making those payments right when I have the money instead of holding it until I make a larger payment. So this will be gone next time you see the envelope. Next, I already did holidays. Savings, nothing yet. Because technically, well, we can put the e-fund in savings, right? This is technically my high yield savings, but I feel like I should probably put the e-fund money in here. E-fund doesn't have an envelope because it should always be put in the account, but for now, we'll just put that in there. Unfortunately, it's $16. Like, why can't I get the $2 on the bingo? What is going on? And I'm just gonna make note of that in case I end up putting anything else in it. Seriously, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Low PG, nothing now. This is my goddaughter. Nothing now. Travel, we're gonna do 30. Crispy. That is all the envelopes, but I do have money left over because I added a few things. So now I have to figure out, where do I really want to put the additional amount? So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. And I'm back. I did a mini breakdown. So this is what I'm going to do. There's an additional $65 here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 5 to BMF. Again, that's blow money fast, but we hope to not blow it fast so that we can carry it over into something else if needed, or just let it pile up here. So we'll leave that. Then we're going to do an additional 15 in car, because again, I'm paying for that labor for my car repair. So we're gonna do 15 there. Yeah, let's do the 10 and 5 for the car. And then for holiday, no, groceries, I said 5. Really? Is that all of it? Yeah. It's groceries and household products. And I just kind of put it together. Then I have 10 for travel. Excuse me? Okay, got it. All right, so we're gonna have 20 for debt. Can I read? I can read. I can read. Don't start. Couldn't find it. 10 for holidays. And And lastly, 10 more for travel. Perfect. Love that. Travel, we added $10 more. So we're at 40. All right, okay, let's do the math. Make sure the numbers are the numbers. Okay, this is a total of 306. And it will look nicer later. But for now, we did it. Okay, so hopefully that made some kind of sense. But now that we have already gone through the January plan with me, I can really talk about what is happening next for the second half of January, which ultimately includes both paychecks. It's so weird. But anyway, so quite a few bills have already been paid, everything from week 1 and week 2. And then I finally figured out what was happening with my utility bill. I thought I already made that payment, but with holidays and everything, I must have missed something. So I ended up paying like double to make sure I don't have any issues. And then I have to go back in after that processes to figure out what the next payment will be. But I paid more than I expected because I didn't keep up with my payments the last time. So that's on me, of course. I finally, sadly, canceled my membership at Orange Theory. Orange Theory has been somewhat of a saving grace for me in the early parts of my morning journey. And in that time, I used Orange Theory to distract me from my sadness. And I lost a lot of weight. I did. But mentally, I was unhealthy. So it didn't really last as long as I would have hoped because I was not mentally well to keep that up. But I did keep up with working out because I do enjoy working out. But then I started working from home. That'll do it. So that money is going to find its way to something else. But January was my last month paying it. And then February, I'll have that money back into wherever I can place it. Something else that will be changing moving forward, I have maybe 2 payments left on my phone bill for my device. And then that money will also come back into the fold. But I have to figure out how I'm going to maneuver that. Do I want to pay that off early so that I can have more of my income back? Or do I want the payments to still continue for the next 2 cycles? Haven't decided that yet either. I have been using a few printables and I've been very excited about using them because I was not a printable person. The cutting the inserts, hole punching the inserts, even though I do have a hole puncher, but I am getting accustomed to having an imperfect planner. And I think if we go back to that, more planners would be unique. Anyway, we are in the finance section. The first insert that I have, this is from my minimal planner as well as some of the other inserts that you might have seen during the planner setup or January plan with me. What I spend in a week, I have yet to calculate all of this, and I probably should do that now, but I just wanted to show you exactly what it looks like. I mean, so much has been spent. And then for week 2 in January, big numbers here, like really, really big numbers. And I also have a couple of other numbers to put down. The thing is, Atlanta had the bright idea to snow, and my grocery orders that were going to happen before the snow fell got canceled. I said, okay, surely Saturday morning it will be fine and my order will be fine. Canceled again. I said, at this point, I have to leave the house. So when I left, I spent more than those 2 orders combined. Hear me out. I have not been eating out. So what some might spend on eating out and buying groceries, it's all groceries. Beverages, I eat salmon twice a day because I'm a pescatarian and I don't really dabble in the other sea creatures, but I'm open to it. I just don't. And that is where a lot of my grocery money goes. For example, today, $67 on salmon. It's gonna last me a while, but $67 on salmon. At this point, I might as well start a fish farm in the backyard, because that is crazy. I think we'll really talk about what the numbers ended up being in total for the monthly recap, and we'll really get into it. The other day I found these monthly joy inserts. They're from Etsy. These are printables as well. And I wanted a budget overview that was pretty clean, pretty minimal. And I tried making one myself in the past. And even though I enjoyed that, it doesn't break everything down in a way that's easy on the eyes. So I found that this insert might do the trick for me. And instead of just using the front of the insert as the month, I'm going to use it in a bi-weekly fashion. Here's why. I think breaking up the fixed expenses and variable expenses is important, but I don't like to group mine together. I find that grouping them together kind of turns a blind eye to what exactly is happening in that category. So when someone might just put housing, it's like, is that your mortgage, HOA, property tax? Like, what is it? And for me, I want to be very specific, which means I need more lines. I don't just want to put utilities. I want to put the company name, the amount that I pay. You know what I mean? So I think using this insert front and back as a bi-weekly budget breakdown will really give me that peace of mind when it comes to the overview. Next, I have my budget binder breakdown. I've decided to put my emergency fund amount into the savings and just dismiss that entire row altogether. And then when I've reached the goal amount, then I can break it up however I need to, if it needs to go to a subcategory in my high yield savings, or if it needs to go into the checking that I use for emergency so that it's readily available to me, because emergencies to me means that you need the money within the next few hours. And it would be crazy if your emergency fund is in some far away, antiquated, high yield savings that you can't transfer and get right away. So I would rather have that on a card that I can quickly get the money from, instead of, oh, I have to wait 3 to 5 business days before they approve my fingerprint and my eye color, and then I gotta drive down there, show them out. We don't have time for that. It's an emergency. So I'm gonna move that to savings and then put that money into an account that is readily available to me. Then I have my savings challenge 1. This one, I don't believe I will close it out early, but if I do, then I have another one behind it. But this one, I already showed you in the December clips that I had. This is the cleaner version. I believe in that clip, I said that I would have an updated version. I like what I did here. I think it's very clean, very nice. And I'm not going to pull another one until the first paycheck in January, and that will satisfy the second amount for January. Because technically, the December 30th pay is supposed to cover the first 2 weeks in January. Right. Okay. Next savings. This one would save $400. The first one would save $200. And I don't want to complete it sooner than the months allow, because I've done that in the past where I said, oh, I already have the $200 savings, and I took it right back. And I'm using these savings challenges as a way to create healthy money habits. And instead of just thinking, oh yeah, I have an extra $200, I can throw it into the savings. It's like, yeah, you have the extra $200, but you have a bill that's $153 coming up, and you know that you just paid your mortgage, and you know that you've been over on grocery budget. Like, be smarter. Stop moving so fast. That is my thought process on the savings challenges. And then I saw this on Monthly Joy as well. Why do you have an Afterpay insert, and why did I get it? I got it because sometimes I do have more than one Afterpay situation going on, and I don't always want to go on the app, but I don't always look in the history either. So I think that this would be nice to have in the finance section. And what I've learned, some credit cards do not allow you to use it on Afterpay because they believe that you don't need to be paying debt with debt. I get it. I got you. So that is what I have there. Then I have my debt payment tracker. I did in fact make a payment of just a small $44, but it's better than zero. That was the money that was in the cash envelope. And now we are down to $37.77.57. And this is a debt that the interest just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I will be putting a larger amount of money towards it hopefully by the end of the first quarter. But for now, this is what my finance section looks like. And I just wanted to take some time to share it with you and go through what is to come. Because at the end of the month, of course, we'll really go over what on earth have I done with my money and how can I improve for February? I hope that gives you some insight. I hope that whatever money goals that you have for yourself are going to come true for you. I hope there's an increase in your income. I hope that your relationship with money improves. I hope that whatever debts that you're trying to pay off are gradually disappearing before your very eyes. I hope that whatever promotions that you're looking for are going to definitely find you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.